Okay, they're all spinning. Why? Why are you going that way? There you go, see? You know how to do it. Hey! Hey! How's it going? And welcome back to Quantus on the FTOG server. In the last episode, we worked on Steve's Cart's tree farm, and while I was moving things around, the monitors I'd placed caused a small issue with the server crashing. I did say we were going to work on Steve's carts in this episode, but I actually need to fix my storage. So, in this episode, we're going to be looking into some power. So, let's get started. Okay, so I've hollowed out a little area to put our new storage in, but of course the first thing we need to do is to actually have some power going into it. So I thought what we'd do in this episode is make a few water wheels. Water wheels aren't too difficult to do, and we've got this really large little stream area outside that we could put the water wheels in. So what we need to do first, of course, is make some treated wood, which I've done in preparation, which is not too difficult to really do. It's just a matter of putting some normal wood, some planks around in there with a creosote back in the middle. And then of course we want to make our wheel, which will go here somewhere. There it is. So the water wheel by itself is a steel ingot, which you get by putting into a blast furnace. And it takes a little while to cook up. In fact, we've done it in the past, so I haven't done it again here. And some water wheel segments, which is just the treated wood planks and some treated sticks. I do need to make some treated sticks, so let's do some of those. Let's just create, I don't know, a few of them like that. Go back into here. We will then create some of these. That gives us segments. That should give us one, which should be good enough for now. And that gives us a water wheel. That's it. Thank you for watching the episode, and I'll see you next time. Okay, not quite that simple. And what I'm actually going to do is each of the dynamos that you can place onto could take 3. So I'm going to make another 3 of these, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've made 6 of the water wheels, which should give us 2 sets of 3. And as you can see, I've cleared out the wall here just so we can have a view of what the water wheels are doing when they're spinning around, because I think they look quite cool. I am having a weird issue here though with the water. Even though there's water underneath it, if I break this glass or break this block, it'll come through. Really not sure what's going on. See? No reason for it, but that's what's happening. But that's fine. That's where the water wheels are going anyway, so it's a good indication of what's going on. And here's Croc. So what we'll do is we'll head over here and place these guys down, and they do require quite a bit of room. We'll just head over here a little bit. And place one there, and hopefully it will start spinning. Hopefully. Any moment now. Have we got enough room? We do. As you can see, lots of room required to have them there. But that doesn't look like he's spinning. So if I've got a bucket on me, let's rearrange things a little bit. So let's place water there. Sometimes it's just a matter of where the water is situated as to whether it spins or not. May not have source blocks around or flowing water. weird. Now I'm not doing this for efficiency, I'm doing this for looks, but I do want the power from the course. Are you gonna spin it anytime soon? It's being strange. Let's put another one there, see if it helps. Okay, that's very odd. Normally, the reason why they don't spin is because there is something in the way, but it doesn't appear to be the case here. What I'll do is I'll work on the next bit and we'll come back to that and see if it's in fact, let's put the next lot down and see if there's a difference. So we'll put that one there. So you can have 3 in a row. And we'll put the next lot here. 1, 2, 3. That one's spinning. No, that's rather odd. Could be we were missing a bit, so let me go craft the next bit up and see if it fixes it. We'll head into here. And if you're wondering what the channel is for, it's in case water does manage to flow through for some reason. Next thing, of course, we're going to want to make though is the kinetic generator, which is this guy here. Kinetic dynamo is what it's actually called. Requires a bit of redstone and a copper coil block. Copper coil requires some of that. Plating is pretty easy. We just place that onto there. We'll take some of that. That makes us some plates. There are other ways, of course, of doing this, but that's probably the quickest way. We need to convert that into wire, like that. And then we'll go back to this guy here, which hopefully now we have enough to do these. And we'll need lots of these anyway, so let's make 4. 16, and that'll do. One of those. Well, let's make 2 of them. And I'm missing redstone. We now have some redstone, so we'll make this guy. 2 of those. And hopefully now, of course, when we take this guy out, it won't be a problem. Dynamo. That is the wrong side. Oops. That's the direction we want it to be in. Does that help for it moving? No. Okay. I think I'm going to investigate what's going on here first, and I will be back in a moment. Not sure what I do here. You don't want me, do you? Haha. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I got that one to work by replacing the water source blocks around it. It's not going in all in sequence, which is a pain, but that possibly might fix when the server restarts next. This one, on the other hand, the only way I have managed to get it to start is by doing that. And it moves. But, if I take it away, it does take a little while, but it stops. So I think for now, I'm just going to leave it at that. It doesn't look the best, and I'll work on it after the episode. I really don't have the time to spend trying to investigate why this isn't working. I might have to take all the water out because it seems like some of the water isn't even placed properly, which is really strange. And I've got the rest of the water wheels to go in, so I'll do that at the same time. But for now, we'll head back down into the underbase. Where we should now have a dynamo. Oh, go in. Thank you. Hopefully now we should have a dynamo that is making power. Of course, it doesn't say how much power it's making. However, let's make a LV thingamabob. Yep, that's what it's called. It's called an LV thingamabob. We need to make some wire connectors, which is the full connector, and you put these on your two machines. We get 4 of those. That'll be nice and easy. Make 4 of those, and I believe if I take that off, we get the relays, which we'll probably need a lot more of. So let's split these guys down a little more, like that. It's an interesting split. Still having a problem with my inventory. Let's get rid of some of the stuff though. We'll make some of those. Get rid of that. Pick up those. Grab that. And now what we can do is we can join everything together. So, oh, actually, let's put. We should put this guy into there, shouldn't we? Like that. Rotate him around. Which of course will place torches. Like that. And now, of course, those two will produce power. We need to place LV wire connectors onto each of these. Like that. And then we can place... to go there. We can place an LV wire thingy there. And I'll probably put another one about there in the long run. We didn't make any coil. We should make some coiling. It's just this stuff here. Of course, we've already made that. We do need some more of that. Which, I mean... Ooh, can have one left. That's fine. We only need one more for now, hopefully. So go into here, make one of these, go into there. It gives us 4. Might need a few more than that, but well. So this guy can connect to there, and it still tries to place a torch. This guy can connect from there to the relay. Apparently I like placing torches. I should just take it out of my inventory. So now, of course, those two are connected to there. And we should really make something to put the power into. But okay, so we've got 256 being generated there. LV might be a little low. Let's put the power into something though. So last thing I want to do is I want to make a capacitor. Now I have searched for that one there. Pretty easy. Cool, we got enough to do that. I don't need that glass there. And I'm thinking we'll place the capacitors along here. Right. I'll probably move it later on and make a few more of them. But last thing we want to do is we want to add another connector onto there. We're going to grab our coil from there to there. And now this guy should be pulling up power. Cool, look at that. So I think that's as far as I'm going to be able to go. It's taking a really long time to get it to spin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode here. Next episode we'll probably be able to use this power for something, and I've got a really cool idea coming up for inventory management. So check out the next episode. But if you have liked this episode or learned anything from it, please do hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Any questions, comments, suggestions, or might know why the water's not flying properly, leave a comment down below. But otherwise, have a great day, and see ya!